It's Wednesday night yard adventures.
We're here.
We made it.
We're somewhere.
We are in Albuquerque again.
Albuquerque, New Mexico. Woohoo!
We were here a couple of weeks ago,
We were.
and now we're back.
We are.
We
And this time
did,
we have ramen for dinner, and it's really
yes,
exciting.
we did a lot of stuff this week.
We have done a ton of stuff
Oh,
this
oh,
week.
you accidentally hear a camera thing.
Yeah. I was trying to clean my camera off, but
Yellow Rose and Fold Out Cat are joining us. Hi, Yellow Rose. Hi, Fold Out
yay!
Cat.
Okay.
Yeah, we did a ton of stuff. So there's
Oh,
a bunch of
flip!
pictures, bunch of things. Kate, not to the least
Look
of
who's
which.
joining us
Oh,
today. It's Little Rose,
Mini Rose.
Mini
I kept thinking,
Rose.
like, what do we call her? Tiny Rose, Little
Mini
Rose,
Rose
Mini
is
Rose.
hanging out with us today. We cleaned her spot where she sits on the dashboard this afternoon, and
It was
so
there was a lot of stuff
a
up
little
there.
rough. So Mini Rose is
We
saying
have been busy, Q, but it was good busy. We were
we have
having lots of
been,
fun.
yeah. Okay, so first off, I just want to say that I finally finished these damn socks. Yay! Afternoon tea socks. They are bound off, all done. Just have to weave in a couple of ends, ready to go.
Seems those were like the never-ending socks.
Yes,
Like,
this is my knit along with the Twisted Stitchers up in Prior Lake, Minnesota, and so we did a Twisted Adventure knit along, and it was super fun. And these socks never seem to end because I never worked on them. So
I mean, you worked on them, but like for really short times.
yeah,
Like, not much.
so they're very lovely. I'm very excited about them, and I'll be wearing them this week. So that's exciting. Okay,
So
that's accomplishment number one, because that happened today, and so I'm actually thinking about that.
I was
Today we
so
drove.
last Wednesday
I don't know where we were.
we were doing the video at in Sedona, Arizona,
Oh, were we?
at the KOA there.
Oh yeah, that was a
Yeah.
really nice place.
We had
All those rainbows.
just driven from
Yeah.
on 89A from Prescott to Sedona, which was a harrowing experience going through
It was
Jerome.
really, really rainy, and we went through Jerome, which looks
So
just
that was
like
on
the Lake of
Wednesday. We did the
Springs.
video then, and then on Thursday, so we saw a rainbow on
On Wednesday, we
Wednesday.
saw a nice rainbow on
We
Wednesday.
saw a really nice rainbow
On
on Thursday.
we got up and we saw the best rainbows like ever.
This was the brightest rainbow I think either
I'll
one
show
of
it
us had ever seen. Um, I mean, we've seen some pretty bright rainbows, but like this one was top notch. Sorry, I gotta get to the right screen. Here's a video of it. This was right at the end of it as it was getting lighter. So if you look at the right side, we'll actually go to a picture here, but like look how bright that is. That's insane.
And that is a
And
double.
there's a
You can
double. You
see the
can see
double
the
out on the
double.
outside.
But
It like rained off and on us all the way to Phoenix. You can see how bright it is there.
so bright.
It was crazy. And so we took it all as good omens, and then someone tried to run us off the road about an hour later,
Like
which was
really
super fun.
soon after that, yeah. And then
We're fine. Evie's fine. Everyone's fine. All good.
so we were driving from Q says sock victory.
Yes.
We drove from Sedona south down to Phoenix, and we actually started seeing some pretty tall cacti
Yes.
on the way down there. Nothing.
At the time that the truck ran us off the road.
Nothing quite like what we were gonna see later in the week.
And when I say that, I mean like we were fully driving on the shoulder because that's where I had to move to.
We went to Yarn Parlor on Thursday. We drove as that was one of the things we did when we were coming down to Phoenix.
Yeah.
And it was cold and rainy, and
it was, and it hailed on us.
Not at all Phoenix-like.
We were gonna go. We went to the RV show. We were planning on going to the RV show,
Yeah.
and checking that out, which is super fun. And
it poured down rain a couple of times, and then
on the way there, it literally just like started hailing, and it hailed like for the rest of the afternoon, off and on.
Yep.
So that was fun.
Tiny hail, but more hail than I thought I would see in Phoenix.
Everyone that we talked to that was like from there was like, "This is really weird. This never happened." So
I guess it's pretty dry, like 95% of the year. They have a monsoon season in May or June or something like that, I think. Yeah. And this was just crazy weather. And after Thursday, it was nice and bright.
It was lovely. So we went and looked at RVs. I think we decided kind of things that we liked, what we didn't like. That was fun. What else did we do?
I was looking at our pictures here. So we went to Yarn Parlor, we went to there, and then I think that was it on Thursday.
It was. That was
Because
about
it
all we
was
did.
because it was cold and rainy. We went back.
And we stayed in
stayed in
Airbnb, so we didn't have the
yeah.
truck set up, so that was kind of nice.
And then on Friday, it was like bright, sunny, nice outside. I think the high was like 60 for the next couple of days.
We went to the zoo on Friday.
The first thing we did was go to Tempe Yarn on Friday.
Oh yeah, we did. We went to Tempe Yarns and Fiber, and we had a fabulous time. We met Amanda, and she was lovely, and the shop is super fabulous. If you get a chance to go, we definitely recommend it.
Yep. And
then we drove out to the zoo, and the zoo is amazing.
Really, really awesome zoo. Like, we've been to almost 50 zoos and aquariums now. This one's top 5. It was really good.
It was a really good one.
You took a bunch of pictures.
I did take a bunch of pictures of the zoo.
Oh, they had
probably less than I should have, though.
They had all these. They had it set up for the lights, zoo lights.
Yeah, so the zoo lights was a thing that they do in the evening, but it was like the same price, like ticket wise, to go in the evening as it was during the day, and they were like $35 a ticket, and we were like, it's fine.
They had all these lanterns out that lit up.
This is my favorite lantern.
The squirrel.
Zoom in on that because yeah, he's cute. But yeah, so they had a bunch of these lanterns,
and it says, "Please do not touch the lanterns." I carefully did not touch the lantern.
Yes,
but I got very close.
So cute.
And then you took a bunch of pictures.
Yeah,
Guy in the zoo.
Lots more saguaro.
Big cats that we saw. A bunch of lazy lounging.
We went in the afternoon. It was Friday afternoon, but we missed most of the school crowd. There wasn't a ton of kids. It was pretty quiet. It was a lot of fun.
Bobcat, owls. I'm trying to get
porcupine.
Trying to get to the oryx, which was kind of the coolest thing. Did you take a picture of the oryx? I don't know if you took a picture of it or not.
I thought I did. There's some snakes, some birds.
So back in the 60s, I wrote this in our newsletter too, but back in the 60s, the Arabian oryx was down to 9 of them in the world, and the Phoenix Zoo was like a fledgling zoo at the time, and they they had a new lion too. They were instrumental in helping bring them back, and now there's like thousands of them, and they actually had some. We had never seen them because
there's like
there weren't very many.
Yeah, not that many.
And they
had a really great bighorn sheep exhibit.
Yeah.
In their like natural habitat.
It was like just their house.
You can see them. They're like in this background here. Like
they're like just living their life like they normally would.
Yes.
Blending in totally with the rocks. Oh yeah, you zoomed in on your picture too.
They're really awesome.
There's some more. There's the Arabian oryx. Yeah.
They're like really light colored, and they have really long, straight antlers. And apparently they were like super trophy, like awesome, and people would like hunt them, but they would kill like, 1 in a 2-week span because they just were like
very
elusive. And so like it was just hard to see them.
Until people had vehicles and machine guns.
And then people had vehicles and machine guns and then all the oryx went away. So
a lot more of
these
awful. Lanterns.
These lanterns are super cool. So there was also there was this hummingbird hanging in one of the exhibits, which it was just on the pathway, which was really cool. This is what's his name?
Benjamin
the bear. He's a sloth bear.
Sun bear.
Sloth bear. Sloth bears don't exist.
They do. They're sloth bears.
Well, he's related to sun bears or
he's a sun bear.
But yeah. Okay. Anyway.
And a rabbit.
And this rabbit was outside the exhibit.
But Benjamin, what was it? There was something about Benjamin.
He's like their ambassador animal, yeah. And so like they have like lots of cool things like advertisements and stuff that they use. A bear image that's not really looks like Benjamin, but that's fine. This was the tigers. Yeah, they were really cool. He was pacing a bunch. Yeah, you can see him.
Hey.
He come right up to the glass and then he would back off. So, and then that's a moose lantern. And that's the Phoenix Zoo exit.
Yep.
So one of the things I didn't take a picture of was the spider monkey exhibit,
Oh yeah.
which was it's the only one in the country that you can walk into. So you can walk this little path that goes into the little exhibit, and you're with the spider monkeys, and they're super fun. And so that was really neat. But we didn't get to go in because they were introducing a new spider monkey, a male, into the group. And last night we were watching
Yeah.
TV and we were like, they were talking about spider monkeys and how they're like female dominated societies. And basically, if the females don't want you there, don't want the males there, they just like rip them a new one.
It's like
Like
a troop
literally.
of females, and like the male, they invite a male to come in, and then if he's too aggressive, they will just all beat him up, and
Yep.
that's what one they did, and that we were
In
watching
the
that zoo
show we were
show.
watching, yeah. So anyway, like they were like worried about the new one getting introduced, and he was around the door, like the atrium area. So when you walked through, you had to they were afraid he was going to escape. And so that's why we didn't do that. So anyway, we had a really good time at the zoo, and we were both tired once it was done.
Yes,
Um
went back to the
but
Airbnb, um,
yep.
did some work, ate some food,
Hmm.
and then the next day,
We set up at Yarnmonger.
yeah, that was a lot of fun.
In she's in the downtown Phoenix area around Arizona State University, and she was super cool. Mickey is awesome. Her shop is super cute. It's awesome, just
The weather was
really great.
perfect too. It
Yeah,
was just like really nice
we
day
had a
out there.
really nice turnout. A lot of people came by to say hi. A lot of people who'd never seen the shop before or heard of the shop before came by. And then
We
we
camped. We drove
drove.
down almost to Tucson
Yeah.
and camped outside Saguaro National Park. And it was dark when we got there. That was one of the few
Yes.
nights we have gotten where we're going after dark.
Hmm.
So we could tell that there were a lot of cacti around. We couldn't really see very well until the next day. We woke up and did some. We drove up to the visitor center, did some hiking. Saguaro. Let me see. Where's the?
He's gonna share the pictures of that too. So we went to the visitor center, and we walked around there just at the visitor center, and we took lots of pictures of the plants. They had some really great info signs. So this was outside of this is on Tucson Mountain. There's a park there, and this was just like driving down the side of the road, like driving on the road, and this was the view. And those everything you see there is a swirl.
We had no idea that there were this many of
Yeah,
them. Like
they're like
they were just
crazy.
everywhere. It was crazy. Yeah, that one's even a little sharper, but they're just everywhere. And
There's Tucker.
there's Tucker the bear. He's been with us on adventures since we started having adventures together.
He's been to most
Yeah,
of the national parks we've been to.
yeah, which is now like 34, I think,
30,
national
yeah,
parks.
something like
And
that.
so we took some pictures with the sign, and then we went
We
through.
took a whole bunch of pictures of a bunch of different plants,
They had a
mostly cacti.
little what they call it, nature desert
Garden nature
garden.
trail or something like that. We missed the guided tour with the park ranger. We missed it by like 10 minutes,
This
but
was the
this was just us walking
what
around.
was the berry? What was the
This
one
is
that
the chain.
chainberry? Yeah, and so like all these on the ends are like little things that just drop off and
Hmm.
become a new cactus.
Yes.
Yeah,
Um,
there they are.
that was that was probably the coolest one we saw. That one, and then the fish hook barrel cactus, which basically is like, okay, so if you can get past the hook, the really sharp barb that are hooked, um, and you do eat some of this cactus, it then like produces some type of like
Toxin, yeah.
toxin that makes you incredibly sick.
And then
Um,
it also like that was the one that like moved towards the. It would like lift up its roots on one side and
yes.
lean towards the sun.
And so like they only ever get so big because eventually they get so heavy they rip their own roots out
They
of the
just tip over. Yeah,
ground. So
a nice little visitor center,
it's
and
great.
yeah, tons of cactus, and it was very cool. There, a lot of them are very tall. There's the chain fruit information
Yeah.
about the chain fruit.
Chola.
Chola, I don't know.
Chola.
But we also read about the cacti a
This
lot,
is the
and
saguaro spines, and they grow to about 3 inches long. So those needles are like 3 inches
and
long.
all the ones I think this it was like above like 10 or 15 feet tall are at least
Hmm.
like 50 to 60 years old.
Hmm.
So it takes them a long time, and they don't start putting out arms until at least 50 or 60 years old. So
Mhm.
anything with arms is all, pretty old.
It was really cool.
It
Check.
was a really cool one.
Yeah, will you check Instagram? I can't see it
Yeah,
yet. Um,
no new comments.
oh, you asked what our favorite
Yeah,
animals are. I
but
think
we
we said,
talked about
yeah, I think
that
we talked
after
about
she read that. Yeah,
that. So yeah, so we did Saguaro, and then we took off and went
that was the day
back to Tucson.
we mainly stayed on the west side of the park. We did a little bit more walking around and
Hmm.
hiking, but we stayed on the west side of the park. Kind of did what we wanted to, and then drove to Las Cruces.
We drove to Las Cruces. We stopped at Bird House
Yes,
Yarns
Birdhouse Yarns in
before we
Tucson,
left Tucson.
and we ate at
And we ate at this lovely little place across the street. It was
the coffee
Redbird
place.
and
Yeah,
Sonoro Coffee
Sonoran
House or
Coffee
something
House.
like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
It was great. It's right across the street from the yarn shop. They're also opening a new pasta bar soon. It's called Unraveled, which I think is hilarious.
Yes, right across the
Um,
street from the yarn shop.
so and so that's really close. The cute yarn shop. We enjoyed visiting there as well. It was Sunday, so
And we set up at the KOA in Las Cruces. We were up on a
mhm.
hill, and there's some really good
I mean, like
views.
overlooking Las Cruces. I think I
Yeah,
posted some videos and stuff of that, but can kind of
I got
see.
to, let's see. Do you want me to show these, or what do you,
Yeah,
these?
yeah,
Okay. Um,
can show those.
I got to set up my telescope, and so that was a lot of fun.
So back to New Mexico, and we didn't. We drove past the pin,
I
and
know
we
you
stopped
took,
right
yeah.
there.
So it's like overlooking Las Cruces,
Yeah,
and I had my telescope set up for the evening. We got there before dark. This was later, right?
yeah, that's the next day.
Oh,
I didn't take very many pictures.
I don't know. Maybe I did, but
Um,
anyway, I did actually get a decent picture there. I took a picture of part of. Okay, why is my stream here not loading?
sombrero,
No, seagull,
seagull.
seagull nebula.
He did the sombrero
I
one
did the
some other
sombrero
time.
soon, but here's a
I don't
picture
know.
of the center of the seagull nebula, which I thought turned out pretty good. I was pretty happy with. It's not my best work, but it turned out pretty good. It was pretty
So
clear.
it was a lot
And
of fun. And
let's
so
see.
we got up the next day. We ate at a place called the Roasted Rooster,
Oh yeah, I forgot
which
about
was next door to the baked chicken farm.
that. The
It's a
dispensary.
dispensary, which I thought was absolutely hilarious as
Yes.
well. But the Roasted Rooster had like waffles and danges kind of stuff, so it was super
Get like
yummy.
waffles with different
Yeah.
kind of stuff on top, and they
And
had a bunch of
so
other stuff too. But that was what we went for, was
yeah,
the
we
waffles.
had breakfast pretty early and we headed off. We were headed to Ruidoso. So we had to go over the mountain, over the Oregon mountains, like pipe Oregon. And then as you went over the mountain, you came into the US missile range, which is a testing range, which is super
Yes.
fun. And you drive like 60 miles across that to Alamogordo, because this giant flat doesn't look that big from where, like, when you're coming over
Yeah.
the mountain, but it definitely is. And so Alamogordo, and then you head north and you go to Sierra Blanca, which is the giant white
Once
cap
you
mountain,
once you
which you was
like
showing a while ago.
once you turn north, you can see a little bit of
Hmm.
it, like way in the distance, and then as you get closer, like towards Ruidoso, it's like, and they had just had like a pretty big
We had a
snow up
good
there.
snow like 3 days before we were there. And so we drove all the way up to Ruidoso and set up at the community center there.
There's
And
the view, like right. I mean, right before we turned off to the community
yeah,
center, this was the view of the mountain,
yeah.
which was pretty crazy. And there's our little setup at the Redoso Community
If you do the
Center.
next one, there's not someone in
Oh,
on the stairs.
um, there's our
um,
setup, and it was actually some ice under the truck there. They
yes.
had just you can see a little bit of the snow in the background here on the behind the trees,
And on the roof, yeah.
but it was nice and sunny. It got up to like 50 something
Hmm.
degrees. It was a really really
We
nice day.
hung out with the yarn group that meets there, and they were super welcoming, and we appreciate getting to hang out with
Yes,
them.
Q. I think the roasted rooster and the
Baked.
baked chicken dispensary were both owned by the same. They had the same kind of
They
signage,
they
so
did. They had the same signage, and they also had a lot of Tesla chargers. So
they
it's
did
very
like an
interesting. Like
insane number of
every
chargers.
parking spot they had a Tesla charger at it. It was really weird. Anyway, so yeah, so we did that, And then we came back down after hanging out with the yarn group. We came back to Alamogordo, so it was a good hour drive between the two, but we stopped and we ate at Les Combs.
I think so. I
Les
can't even
Combs.
remember.
It's
Yeah.
a winery, and that it's the largest winery in New Mexico, and they produce like a whole bunch of different stuff.
Kind of a
Anyway,
little
they have
bistro.
steakhouse,
Yeah.
and it's delicious. And we had a really fancy dinner. So
Yeah, Jesus, handy proximity. Got the munchies, just said next door.
um,
And we
sorry.
What were we talking about? I'm trying to remember what we were talking about.
We ate dinner, and then we
dinner.
went to our campsite, which we also showed up to at dark, and which was great because we like drive up to this. We could drive to Dog Canyon.
Yeah.
And we get out of the truck, and it's supposed to be cloudy. So we're like, we'd already kind of resigned ourselves to not putting a telescope, not a big deal. We get out of the truck, and the view that greets us is literally, if Dean's going to show you.
It's just like
this is what it looks like.
Crazy awesome view.
It's super dark.
So clear.
You can see our neighbors in the background with their RV lights on, which is the only lights that were really any kind of bothersome.
So this is actually with my phone that I took a 4-minute exposure on my phone on the astrophotography setting. And it does a little video based on it, so you can see the rotation of the Earth there in that one. We were pretty high up. This mountain behind us was another 1,000 feet up,
plus
3,000 feet, and so it was pretty high. So I took some pictures in the dark here. So there's a pretty good one. There's the astrophotography. So
that's looking back over the
So like the truck is on the left, and so
this is looking over the campground.
Yeah.
And then if you keep going, go past the next one.
There's the time lapse on that one.
Yeah, there should be one going out the other way too. There's the truck with
there's
stars
the truck,
on it.
And you can see the telescope down here too.
And there's the time lapse one.
Yep, and there's a time lapse one of that one. So you can actually see Orion. So there's Orion's belt, and there's the Orion Nebula that you can actually see pretty well on the phone.
That's one of the popular ones we have on the truck for the colorways as well as stickers. So it's really fun.
And obviously Sirius, super bright star.
So he got some pretty decent pictures.
That's kind of rolled in a little bit there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any the other way?
No.
Oh, okay. So that's the picture you took.
That's the one. I guess that is the one that I took.
Yeah.
That night. I don't know.
Yeah.
Then what did I take it to?
I don't know.
New
Maybe
Mexico.
not. I don't know what you took.
I don't know either.
Anyway, there will be posts about that. Check out the Stellar Spectrum doc. At the Stellar Spectrum, and that will get you some ideas of that. And then we stayed at the same. We went ahead and headed out yesterday and went to White Sands National Park, which is the 63rd National Park.
62nd, I think.
62nd.
63rd was the
New River Gorge.
Yeah.
And it was named a national park in 2019. And so we drove out there, and Dean's gonna show you some pictures of that, and you're gonna go, but Katie, you're sitting on snow. And I'm gonna be like, but no, it's sand.
So much like snow.
It's so fun. It was super fun to go out. We got to do some really fun things there, and we hiked up on top of one of the dunes. We did not do any sledding.
No, we didn't. There's you can see in the. I was pointing at the screen like people could see me. You can see the truck in the background, and then me holding Tucker way back here. And then
Tucker came to take a picture with us because we need a picture. So,
and then so you can see some of the dunes here. This is all gypsum, so calcium sulfate, and it just got broken up. The crystals got broken up into smaller and smaller pieces by the wind and just erosion over time. And there was such a big deposit of it that it's just white sand everywhere. And it looks like just like you're on a beach, except for it's super, super white sand. And so
this is one of the dunes.
Yeah, we were standing in the dunes, and no one stepped on it in a couple days, and it looks like that. That's looking out over. They had really nice picnic areas.
Yeah,
where we could little wind shelters.
There were quite a few people out there. There was quite a
view of Sierra Blanca.
Yeah,
from there.
the video you just passed that was
Which one?
That one. So that's us walking up onto the top of one of the dunes. So you can see It just looks like snow to me.
Yeah.
It was cold. It was
It
chilly.
was chilly.
And the sand was
The
chilly.
sand was really chilly.
Like we dug into some of it and it was quite chilly. So you can kind of see around. We learned about some of the plants. You can see some of the
Little picnic
picnic
areas.
areas.
There's Evie.
There's Evie.
We stopped
There's
and
Dean.
chatted with some folks who
Yep.
were really interested in yarn, and we were talking to them for a little while. They have little doggies, and we get to pet them. And there's Evie. And there's us with Evie in the background. It was fun.
Yeah. That's us looking at the trailer.
Yep.
This
the
was
campsite.
all about the campsite
Yep,
and like where we were at in Dog Canyon. I don't remember the name of the campsite, but it was nice.
Oliver Lee Memorial State Park.
It was super awesome. Anyway, and so you set out the telescope again last night,
yep.
And there's some videos of that.
You did a time lapse of setting that up.
There's a couple of them. There's like there's a 1 second and a 5 second.
Share screen.
And so I took some pictures and videos of that, and then he did some
setting up the telescope.
Oh, you have to.
Oh no, I'm sharing. It's going. It takes probably 20 minutes was this setup?
Yeah.
When I'm taking my time, I can put it out a little bit faster, but
on this end.
Oh, okay.
It's like not actually showing all the frames. I don't know.
Anyway,
so yeah, we did that, and then did I take pictures of it? Yeah, you can kind of see the town below and White Sands.
Is that what you're?
No. Right, that one was probably
the one I was on there.
Yeah.
That's
okay. Don't worry about it. But yeah, so you can see like White Sands off in the distance, and so you can see the little white strips, and then that's the one you took last night.
Yeah.
So he took one called Thor's Helmet last night. And then he's also working on more of the Seagull.
Yeah, I was trying to
nebula.
do a panel of the Seagull Nebula. So this is
Thor's
helmet. I have tried this twice in the past before. This is the best one out of the 3 that I've tried, but still not quite what I was going for. There's Katy in her wool and dress.
So I'm still doing my wool and dress challenge, so doing good. Still wearing it. It's on. I have it going. And
we drove.
And then we got up this morning and we hung out for like till almost noon, and then we drove to Albuquerque.
Yep.
So, not a very exciting day today, but we had a good time. So, one of the things I am working on is I picked it back up. It's my bestie vestie. Ooh. This is hand spun. So, and this is my hand spun. And this is from fiber that I bought in New Mexico last year when we came to visit. So I have just the bind off on the neck here, and then 2 ribbing sleeve caps. That's all I have left to do on this. And so yeah, I just
have a little bit of time to work on the next few days.
So I'm gonna try to finish it before we leave New Mexico. I feel like it's time.
The next couple of days, we're gonna we have a lot of kind of computery work to do because we've been putting some of that off, working on the Eureka Fiber in the Ozarks. Which, if you want to take a class for Eureka Fiber in the Ozarks, March 19th to the 21st, we're getting. It's like almost 40% full now. Yeah. The classes are. We got, I think, 4 or 5 of them are sold out. So, if you're interested, the Friday night tickets, I think there's 3 left. So
if you're going to come to the Friday night event, which is a little different this year, we're really excited about it. It's a panel speaking, and we're going to be talking all about the fiber arts community and how we build community. Yep. And then we'll also be doing a raffle style of for our door prizes this year. And basically you're given your tickets, and you get to go put them where you want to,
you can just distribute where you want your chances.
Where you want your chances to go, and then we'll just pull from that.
You already have them just by being in the room. Yes, you have
just
chances.
By being in the room, you have chances.
You'll get to distribute them where you want for things that you can put all your chances on.
Dreaming Robots Electric Eel 6.1. So, or a full-size Inkle Loom.
Yes.
or a tapestry loom
Yes.
or a tablet loom.
Who knows? We've already bought a few things, and we're probably gonna get 2 or 3 more before then. So.
Yeah, I have some really big. I have a decent like 20-ounce bump of
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
fiber from
Yeah.
Orchid Hill Farm. I have
We've got
some
some.
cashmere and Angora cashmere blend yarns. I have some really beautiful yak silk fiber to spin. So I've been
Got some
collecting a
cool
few
stuff.
things here and there. So don't worry, some good stuff here and there. So I'm excited about it. And hopefully everyone will get exactly what they want.
And I think we might go to the zoo on Friday.
Yeah.
So.
And then on Saturday we're going to be at Fiber Arts on 4th here in Albuquerque. I believe all my classes are full. But Dean will be out there hanging out.
Yep.
We have a new we bought yarn at Yarnmonger from Hot Magenta.
Yep. So that's new.
And we are picking up we had Storyteller Stitchery sent 2 Fiber Arts
Fiber
on
Arts on
4th,
Florida.
so we'll be picking that up on Saturday, and that will be up in the truck. And then if you like to shop Yarn Adventure, but you can't find us, and you're not with us right now, but you like to shop us, go check out YarnCom and the
Yep.
parking lot wall. And she just hung up an entire order from Snug and Spun. So yarn, a DK weight yarn, and we have
Rambouillet
some
fiber,
Rambouillet fibers.
which is not even on the truck. So
Yep.
this is like a super special thing you can only get at YarnCon right now.
On the parking lot wall.
On the parking lot wall. So.
Yep, we're very excited about that. And yeah, I think that's it.
I think that's it.
All right. I'm going to keep working on this vest.
Yep.
You guys are going to keep working on all the fabulous projects you have going. In a couple of weeks, we're going to help Q dye up all the yarn
And
and fiber.
next week we'll be coming to you from
I don't know.
somewhere else, not here. Until next week, happy crafting.